We're less than a week away from the first exam, and honestly, that alone can feel a bit intense. But stressing out right now isn't going to help. At this stage, it's not about trying to redo the whole syllabus. It's about being smart, focusing on what actually comes up, and making the most out of the time we've got left. So let's get straight into it. The first thing you need to focus on right now is to ditch the passive revision. The biggest mistake students make in the final week is reading through their notes over and over. Yes, it feels productive, but it's actually the least effective way to spend your time. Instead, look at your specification or your list of topics. If you're honest with yourself, you already know which ones you're comfortable with and which ones make your stomach sink. You need to focus entirely on the middle ground, which are the topics where you understand the concept but keep losing marks on specific details. Another method people talk about is the blurting method. It's basically recalling a topic from memory and then correcting what you forgot by checking your notes or your textbook. And yes, it can be useful, but in this final week, don't go too deep into it. Don't spend hours trying to perfect it or rewrite entire chapters from memory. At this stage, it's better for a quick active recall rather than a full revision strategy. Next thing is mastering the mark scheme. At this stage, you should be spending almost as much time as possible reading mark schemes as you do the actual questions. A-levels and GCSE examiners are looking for very specific trigger words. You could write a beautiful 2-page essay, but if you miss the 3 keywords they're looking for, you aren't getting the marks. Start looking for patterns. Notice how they want you to structure and evaluate question versus a described question. Learning the language of the exam is just as important as knowing the content. Another thing that a lot of students overlook is checking and cataloging their mistakes. Most students check their answers, see they got it wrong, ignore it, and move on. That is a massive waste of an opportunity. You need to create a mistake log, which can be through an Excel sheet or just taking screenshots of your mistake. Every time you get a past paper question wrong, don't just look at the right answer. Ask yourself why you got it wrong. Was it a content gap? You just didn't know the fact? Was it a silly mistake? You misread the numbers? Or was it a technique issue? You knew the answer but didn't use the specific keyword that the mark scheme wanted. By identifying the type of mistake, you stop making it. If you keep seeing silly mistakes in your log, you know you need to slow down and read the question twice. If it's a technique issue, you need to spend more time memorizing the mark scheme's phrasing. Your mistakes are literally the map to your highest possible grade. One last thing, stop the all-nighters. I know it feels like you're being a grindest hero by staying up until 4 a.m., but you're actually just sabotaging your memory. Your brain needs sleep to move what you learned today into your long-term memory. So don't let this week shake you. You've already done the hard part. You've learned, you've struggled, you've pushed through months of content that felt impossible at times. And no matter how you feel right now, you're closer than you think. So take a breath, reset, and go make this last week count. You got this.